Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. We're here with video games. That's it. We're gonna check out some video games, probably some recent. Well, I guess maybe some new old games, because this week is the week that the PlayStation Plus tiers launched. And Sony set me up with the premium tier. So I'm gonna give a good look at that, and ideally we can all come together and enjoy our gaming. I've downloaded a few games. I figured also, wouldn't hurt to try out their streaming stuff as well. Gosh, I guess. Oh, hey, if you're new to the stream, or if you're watching this archive, I guess I need a little top of the show. How do you do? Hi, I'm Jeff Gerstmann. Hello, I'm from video games. You can find out more about me and my lifelong love affair with video games over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. That'll get you on the Discord. Where there's a bunch of hooligans over there now. Lord of Weed Onion Pete says he's on a break from cleaning up the lab. So fantastic. Fantastic. Nothing like a nice dirty lab. And then over here on this monitor over here, I've got the Twitch chat. Hello. Hi. Thanks to everyone over there for all the bits and the subs and all that sort of stuff. It all goes to a great place, which is home repairs. Yeah, I don't know. We did the podcast really early yesterday because there were people in here. So Monday we had someone come out and because the air conditioner had been leaking water all over the floor, and that's not supposed to happen. So he said, well, can you come out and look at this? And they came out and looked at it and said, like, it's probably it's not your clogged line. It's not your, all of the stuff. A lot of people have had suggestions in the chat, but all of the stuff that people have suggested is like, nope, line's clear. Line's not clogged. Didn't need to snake the line. Didn't need to. There was no overflow switch installed. That's potentially a problem. That would have been nice to have. But yes, the coil, the evaporator coil, was bad. And so he's like, yeah, if we have the part in, maybe we could do it as soon as tomorrow. And I'm like, awesome, great, that'd be great, because on account of this is a 2-story house and the upstairs floors get very warm at night, and that's where the children sleep, and that's not good. Like for me, if I'm a sweaty mess, I'm a sweaty mess. Like, who gives a shit? I'm fine. But for everybody else, I don't want them to have to do that sort of stuff. So I was like, yeah, great, get a coil. Let's fucking get out here and get it going. And they're like, okay, that'll be $4,000. And I'm like, oh, word? Okay, all right. Well, okay, let's do that. And then they came out tomorrow, and when the dude was like pointing at the coil and all this other stuff, and he's making motions like this kind of hand, like, well, the coil goes to here, and he's making like motions like this, which leads me to believe that the coil is maybe the size of a hand or like a thing. And so I'm thinking, like, yeah, come out here, fucking rip the old coil out, shove another coil in there. That's an hour max, like boom, bang, boom, bomb, done, and we're partying. They were here for 8 hours. The coil was the size of it was more like a device, like an area this big. Yeah, no, so I didn't need to replace the outdoor unit. The outdoor unit is fine. It needed a little bit of charge. I guess fine meaning that I did the work required to fix the outdoor part of it last month. So this was a piece inside the furnace, the blower, like whatever here inside the house. That's just this gigantic brick that they installed and had to reflow a bunch of pipe and all this other stuff to make all that happen. It looked like a very complicated job, and all of that sort of stuff, but it had to happen immediately. And so yes, obviously there's a lot of plans like, man, you could have done this, you could have done this. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. But in the 24-hour time frame that I was looking to turn this around for the kids, this was it. I think long term, it seems like, hey, maybe I should get a heat pump or some kind of, something that's more efficient. I want to eventually get solar power. I eventually want to get solar panels on the roof. A lot of people around here have them, and I want to have them too. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it because every single person, and because I don't have solar panels, people are coming to my door constantly. Like, hey, I'm with the solar panel company. And I'm like, are you? Or are you casing the joint? Or are you with the solar panel company that is a good solar panel company? Or are you scam artists who are coming here to rip me off and dupe me into leasing solar panels, which I'm not going to do. And so as a result, it is a situation where it feels like every single person that is involved in the solar panel business just seems like they are not on the level. And it's one of those things where it's become, much like a lot of medicines, like weird, as seen on TV, miracle cure type stuff. Like, you can't just Google, like, how do I find the good solar panels? Where do I find the good solar panel company? Because all of them have, bought up all the SEO and all the other shit to try to figure out it's ours. And these are all good, and they're all super chill and super cheap and all this other stuff. So, hi everyone. Hello. Oh, did a hot raid come through? Did we get the hot Vectroid Live raid? Nice. Thank you. Hello. Hi everyone. You've gone from virtual tubing to flesh tubing. Scorn in stores this fall. Anyway, video games. Let's check some out. Long story short, they were here pretty much all day. It works, and the floor is still not. There a lot of water leaked all over the floor, but at least more water is not joining it. And I am doing what I can to take care of that mess. I have to do a lot of work over there, and then have some people coming out to take a look at that, which I'm sure will not be cheap either. But my hope is that I don't think there's wood under these. I don't think that we're on top of a wood foundation, which is good because wood can rot. All right. Video gaming. That's not the... Where are the video games? There they are. Okay, we got me. We got capture cards. We've got audio. Okay, this is maybe a little... No, this is fine. This might get a little loud in my head. I might have to crank some stuff down. All right, so what is there a place that will show the... So there are now 3 tiers of PlayStation Plus. A 3-tiered premium service, that will never work, they said, but here we are. And so, okay, yeah, so there's Essential, which is this is the baseline, base level, base ass PlayStation Plus over here, Essential. Then there's Extra, which gets you, I guess, the PlayStation Plus game catalog. Hundreds of games. And so these are like PS4 and PS5 games. And then, you're right, I did not change the stream title. We'll live somehow. I'll fix it in a sec. And then on the premium end, you get some demos and you get the ability to cloud stream and you get the ability to look at the classics catalog, where you see Paul Phoenix right there. You see your boy Gabe Logan, and you know, and Ape and Jack and Daxter. And I'll fix this title real quick here. We're playing video games on PlayStation Plus. Question mark. And then I don't know what category. You know, the change categories every time you change games thing. I appreciate the concept, but you know. Yeah, no, at some point they had Tekken 2 listed for sale for $9,999. Retro, yeah, I guess I'll just do retro. We are not going to only play retro games, but, you know, whatever. It's probably more accurate than what we were doing, whatever that was. Okay. Let's view games and see what it says here. So the organization on this, I will say up front, has been poor. So here's just the PS3 stuff. So this is all streaming. And this is probably the largest list of things. You know what they should do, and I bet that there's a process to do this with webhooks and APIs and all this other stuff. But you know, the Discord game activity stuff, I bet you could wire that into Twitch and have, like, when your activity changes on Discord, it goes over and changes the game title on Twitch. That's probably what I would do to solve that, if I knew anything about anything, but I don't. And so View Games just shows you the PS3 stuff via streaming. You have to go down here, and then they've got PS3 again, but then they also have the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog, PSP, PlayStation, and PlayStation 2. Leading with PSP is a choice. And this is a much shorter list, and so you have to kind of decipher what they're actually showing you here. So basically, they are not doing native PlayStation 2 games, per se. If you remember correctly, they sold some PS2 games new on PS4. And so when you see these and they say PS4 over them, that means they are, in fact, PS4 games, you know, running in whatever. You know, they sold these on PlayStation 4, which is why I already own Dark Cloud and Rogue Galaxy, because I bought those or got those at some point in the past. Yes, PlayStation 4 executables is what you see here. Then you get to stuff that is flagged as PS5 and PS4, and these are... Well, I was going to say these are PlayStation 1 games, but I guess Echo Chrome is... That's a PSP game, right? But then the PSP games, I thought, were rebuilt as PS4 games using whatever emulator that... Anyway, and Siren. Yes, Siren's PS2, Kinetica. And then we get to Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. And so just the default ordering is crazy. And also, it's kind of still broken. Let's see if this magically works. That would be nice. Let's play Siphon Filter. I can't. It won't let me play Siphon Filter. I want to play Siphon Filter. It's been doing this since it launched. I went to the website and tried to do it there as well. And couldn't do it. And so, yes, I do have people on my friends list that have played. Well, I guess we don't get to see that there. Why would I? This is that's a bad menu. So I don't know why I can't. Experience the magic of Gabe Logan, but I'm currently barred. But I can play Tekken 2. I did install. I guess that's okay. So even on this, they have different versions of it because there's the PS4 version and the PS5 version, and honestly, you're still getting, and I don't, Epic does this when you get free games as well, and I wish that we as a people would move past this, but every time you add a game to your library on this, you get an email saying, hey, you purchased this for $0, nice work. And that sucks. So I'm just like adding all these games, and it's just like sending me all these damn emails. Yeah, restore licenses. Maybe restore licenses would work. This is very loud in my headphones. I don't know how the volume is for you. Let me know. But I have to fix this for me because, oh my god, holy smokes. Okay, I can lower it for you. Okay, I'll lower it for you. Let me know if this is better. And then I have to go over here. How is that? Is that better? Is this a bit more proper? Great. Tekken 2 is a classic. I think if I were running this service, I would start with Tekken 1, because now that Tekken 2 is out, releasing Tekken 1 would be the wettest, fartest thing you could do. So, you know.
Enjoy your gaming. Enjoy your gaming. Enjoy your gaming. Come, Lord.
Okay. Oh, right. So they move the start and select buttons to the touchpad for this. So this is what the regular start button does. Brings up your... We can go back and watch this again. Let's see if it's saved. Okay, yes. So it did save and auto-load my memory card, all that sort of stuff. Let's just see if we can unlock some characters. This is how you do it. I have found the
final round. Fight!
I've not found the control in Tekken to feel good. Jesus. Okay, great. Doing great. Good morning. Good morning. Fucking Jesus. All right. Get your goddamn head together, man. Yeah, I guess I could rewind, huh? So these textures look a little cleaned up. I don't know that there's a good way to get just straight up native output without getting a bunch of filters on it. You have a few different options.
Final round. Fight!
I'm hitting... I am hitting the... I feel like I'm hitting the inputs pretty good there. It's a damn quarter circle forward and two, and it's just sometimes it's not coming out. It just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. My stuff doesn't feel like it's coming out the way it is supposed to, if that makes any sense, and doesn't sound super disgusting. Yeah, in previous regions, they were rolling out 50 hertz versions of some games, like Ape Escape. It has been confirmed that they are putting the proper NTSC versions out.
KO. You win.
But yeah, I think that's my main problem with Tekken specifically. And I guess I haven't spent a ton of time with anything else. I played a little bit of Ape Escape, and we'll play some of that in a little bit. But this Tekken 2 feels bad. Whoops.
KO. You win. Final round. Fight.
I feel like I'm having to be more deliberate with the down one. Because a lot of times I'm getting that crouch punch instead of that. Like I'm trying to do that, but sometimes a crouching punch comes out.
You win.
And yeah, I guess there's certainly other ways to check out PlayStation 1 games on not PlayStation 1 hardware, so maybe we'll check out Tekken 2 running somewhere else and see.
KO. You win. Final round. Fight.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. It does not feel right. I think the PlayStation 5 D-pad is fine.
Final round. Fight.
In fact, I've used it to play some Tekken on a Mister. Did not have this issue. How's the I've not tried the streaming yet. I was starting a streaming game, and then all heck broke loose in the other room, and I had to run out there and hang out with the kids and stuff. So,
final round. Fight.
This effect, this like infinite Hall of Mirrors thing, was so rad when this game first came out on PlayStation. I sat with when this game came out in Japan. We got a hold of a copy of it, and oh geez.
KO. You. Final round. Fight.
Yeah, these, Paul's moves, very simple, extremely simple. Some say perhaps slightly too simple. But these moves are just not coming out the way they seem like they should, and I can't quite, beat it without losing a round. That's fantastic. Oh no! What's he gonna do? Oh, he managed to get it out. Oh, right. Okay, so who did we... Oh, jeez, I keep hitting the wrong start button. Who was the first? Does it unlock based on who you finished the game with? I guess it does, because it's Kuma, and Kuma is Paul's. Okay.
Final round. Fight.
Heihachi does that. Actually, yeah, I mean, that's... yeah, so it's kind of happening with Heihachi, too, where I'm kind of getting that ducking punch sometimes instead of the down one. Yeah, I don't... Like, Tekken 2, I mean, obviously Tekken 3 is really good, right? I'm not... No shock there. Okay, so let's take a look at this stuff. So these are kind of in there for every game. Retro Classic.
You win.
And this gives you some phony baloney scan line type stuff.
Final round. Fight!
But I don't feel like is it turning off the texture feel like the textures look a lot sharper than So yeah, I don't think this look is very good. We can also go modern, but as far as I can tell, modern is just what we were looking at.
You win.
Like modern and default, I didn't notice a huge difference. I guess I haven't really done a bunch of side by sides.
Fight! KO! You win. Final round. Fight!
Well, so yeah, like this whole, like what is, so maybe we can, like these characters look very smeary to me almost in a weird way. Okay, so this is default. Yeah, modern increased contrast. Yeah, okay. Yeah, modern looked blown out. What the fuck? Why? Modern, yeah, modern crushes the black levels. Why is this in here? That's very strange. I don't know. Default looks acceptable, but I guess like you know, it like there doesn't seem like there's a good
KO!
Oh, okay. So this is even, wow, this is even taking into account our video toggles, which is interesting.
Final
Native res default. Okay.
round. Fight! Perfect.
Do all the PS1 games have trophies? They do not. It is very haphazardly implemented. Ape Escape has them. Tekken 2 does not.
Final round. Fight!
It's me, just ducking and punching, Mr. Heihachi. His famous move, the duck punch. All right, native resolution is killing me. So then we have 1-to-1. Good. Yep.
Final round. Fight!
This is how I play all my games.
You win. Final round. Fight!
You know, it's because these pixels are too square. Everyone knows this is the only way to wait. There we go. Everyone knows this is the only way to play any video game. It's not filling my TV, then why did I buy the TV? Only need to land like 2 of them. Oh, god damn it. I mean, this looks great, right? Now we're gaming. And then, you know, they do this 4x3 for 16x9 seems like an acceptable way to play these games. But it just doesn't feel like there's a way to get something that just looks like these games looked on the PlayStation 1. You know, they're all kind of filtered, or, you know, like there's no just like turn it all off and give it to me raw, which is weird.
You win. Final round. Fight.
There, the crouch punch. That crouch punch. Move of the decade.
You win.
Yeah, it feels like I should be able to just like run these the way they look on an original PlayStation 1 here, and it's weird that I can't.
Final round. Fight.
That was... Yeah, I don't know. It just, I feel like the things I'm trying to accomplish here are not happening. It does not feel right. It does not feel like Tekken 2. It feels...
You win.
off. Just out here, hanging off my helicopter, doing Heihachi things. Happy about it. That's Tekken 2. I mean, I'm glad that I was able to unlock a couple of characters. I mean, you know, like, what good are you? You know, you need to have everybody unlocked. So that means we have Kuma and Lee, right? Not bad. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. So, I guess of the other kind of PS1 games. So yeah, you see here Ape Escape. It's got trophies. That's cool. Like that to me, when they started talking about this more and more, and showing the list of games and stuff, it was just like, man, this sort of sucks. This doesn't seem... I'm not seeing anything here that feels like it makes me want to play it. And then they said, oh, and some of the PS1 games have trophies. I'm like, yay. Okay, that's at least there's something, right? So so they've added some. Put them up. What else? Yeah, okay, so yeah, I guess we should see what else. No trophies on IQ. Ugh. Maybe we'll stream some Bubsy. And this Tron runner, doesn't look like there's any trophies on Jumping Flash, but let's check. IQ has trophies. Okay, I don't think it shows the trophies until you've launched it once. So. I'm not seeing any. Have I messed with retro achievements? Yes, I have. I have almost all of the achievements in Super Mario Brothers Special.
Who frightens children and is bent on slavery. A giant robot has seized a peaceful world and carried it off. Aloha's evil plan is to turn it into a huge private retreat for himself. Universal City Hall, here to help the people. Robert can do the job. Let's go, Robert.
Let's go, Robert.
Jump and go.
Jump and go.
Jumping Flash.
Just let that go. Just let that be. Let the bass go.
Ready to go?
All right, let's play a moment of Jumping Flash.
Jumping Flash.
I have to hit start to start. I mean, this game is even pre dual analog.
Ready to go?
How are these shadows looking? That look. All right. Do I have a strafe or something? I do not. The shoulder buttons not do anything in this game? I could have sworn they did. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, geez, I got freaking shot.
Free time.
How are you spending your frozen time? Just poorly attempting to shoot at a frozen frog. Oh, jeez, fell off that ledge.
Yeah.
Where's our last jet pod? There it is. Nope, that's not gonna make it. I screwed that up. Okay, let's. Can we just jump on this? Is this gonna be enough height to get up here? Oh, there's a block there. Okay. Okay. Oh wait. Get there.
Bonus.
Robert just picked up the twisty rockets. Is it faster to just bounce on these? Probably, Perfect. Oh, weird. It lets me use the left analog stick to move, even though this game's not an analog game. Like, they just map the controls to the left stick in, like, the worst, tastiest way possible. That's weird.
All right.
All right. Okay, that's jumping flash. I mean, I guess I can save a state here. For all the jumping flash I'm going to play on the PlayStation 5. I guess I just feel like if I was going to, you know, with the way these games run here and the way they kind of feel, like I'm not feeling, you know, I do play a fair number of old PlayStation 1 games from time to time. This is just not, this is not striking me as the best way to do that. I might even say like a, you know, a retro arch. Some people like a Duck Station. Some people, you know, there's a handful of different PlayStation emulators on a PC. Of course, I'm a Mr. fan. For when it comes to that stuff. And, yeah. That said, I do love Ape Escape. In my head, Ape Escape is a tremendous video game, and the last thing I ever want is for someone, namely Sony, to say or do anything that would make me think that Ape Escape was not an amazing video game. You know what I mean? Oh, hang on. Let me take this PlayStation 5 controller and throw it away. Get my DualShock out. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you're not computer inclined to set all that stuff up, and it's not that difficult, honestly, to really get that stuff going. But you know, then maybe this is the option for you. I don't. The selection doesn't seem great. I've seen some screenshots, some animated GIFs, some videos of this with very flickery textures. I haven't seen anything quite like that yet. But I believe it. Yep, it's true. All your apes gone. And so I've been using the actual real save and load stuff in the games, but I guess with save states, maybe you'd never really have to mess around with this. So, you know, obviously this is significantly sharper than you know, PlayStation 1 games normally look. It's just weird to me that you don't have the option to like just make it look like a fucked up PlayStation 1 game, you know? And you know, these games have weird swimmy textures because they're running on a PlayStation, but I don't have any Spectre coins. I don't know how I was seeing how many I could buy separately versus having to have the subscription. I thought they were all just $10, but I don't know off the top of my head if every single one is definitely for sale that way. Okay, let's wait. Is this the world map? Did I go into something else weird? Okay.
got a new gadget. Check it out.
Wow, look what I've got. A
This
blown
is
out
the
microphone.
water net.
I didn't realize we were
Use it when
playing
you're
fucking
underwater.
bass-boosted
I
Ape
equipped it with
Escape.
an oxygen meter. I'm sending the new gadget over to you
Just
right
a fucking
now.
Gabba
Try it out
remix.
in the
Fucking
training.
Ape Escape.
Without training, it will be too dangerous
sound
for you
super
to
blown out to
continue
you?
on to the next area. Well, good luck and be careful.
Okay. I don't know if it's... Was it always like that?
Let's go!
It's a sweet swimming tutorial. There's a monkey in the pool. Urgh. That feels like it should do something. It's been a long time since I've really actually played Ape Escape. Okay. Let's... Okay. Oh, I didn't know Ape Escape liked to get wet.
I'm going for it!
I'm going for it too. Come here, you fuckface.
Yeah, yeah!
Two-step jump.
Yeah, yeah, yeah! Yeah!
Two-step to this.
Yeah!
Next, I'll tell you about the back camera. Oh, I've been using the back camera, don't we? Oh, inverted. Great. Thanks. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah!
Oh, whoa. Hey. Fuckface. Step off. This friggin' guy. Oh, hey.
Yeah!
Cubert ass. Looking Cubert ass.
Yeah!
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah! Oh!
Right. I forget all the time that you use the right stick to attack, and I'm like slamming buttons like it's friggin' Dark Souls over here. Interactive music. Oh, maybe not. For a minute I was like, oh, the drums cut out just as I crouched, but that might just have been.
Yeah!
Have to get on on the head here to make this jump. Oh, there's a monkey over here too. Oh, where'd that water monkey go?
Yes!
Right, there are more monkeys than you need to get to finish the level. So you have to like go back in to get the rest of the monkeys.
You did great.
Thank you. Well, that's, yeah, okay. That's, well, you know what? Let's do one more level. This is a pleasant game. I think that it'd be nice if they made another one of these. Imagining Ape Escape in you know, what a modern Ape Escape might look like. Is this Kingdom Hearts? No, this game's good. We're playing good games today. For a change. Fuck yeah. Let's
go! Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I think, you know, you also get spoiled by some of the PC emulator stuff that can smooth out some of those swimmy textures, which, you know, obviously the kind of the weird. You don't need a gadget that hits distant objects. We don't have that, so. Yes, some people are hacking PlayStation 1 games to run in widescreen. I'm not super familiar with that. I have not done a ton of that. Get back here! Stop that monkey! Oh. Ah. Damn you.
Gotcha! Hiya! 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 Hiya!
Collecting all these triangles. Huh. That's interesting, and I believe it, I guess. If you're saying Digital Foundry is discovering that some of these textures maybe swim a little bit more than they did on real hardware, like that. Yeah, because this sometimes seems much more noticeable than I feel like it maybe was then. I don't. This whole thing just seems like kind of a mess. I don't know. Oh, I missed the stupid coin. I did it again. There we go. Oh, right, yeah. Probably unhappy that I'm... Sometimes this can be a very clumsy game of like, no, I gotta hit you with a thing. And, you know, at the time, the controls on this were insane. You know, it was the game that kind of made the DualShock controller make sense in a lot of ways. But this whole, like, change gadgets on the face button and then attack with the right stick. And, like, it was really cool. Aha, dumbass. Stupid dinosaur. Do I need to get him running? Is that it? I need to be like here and be like, hey, what's up? And then... do I need to lead him? Or like, can you style on this monkey a little bit by just... okay. Oh, that's bad. All right, I'm done with this T-Rex. I don't... okay, another monkey over here. What's up? Flap!
Yes!
Okay, Ape Escape. Ape Escape's a cool game. They made a few of them, and they did the weird vacuum pants one as well. That did not come out in the US, I believe. Did they eventually put in some collection? Anyway, PSP or something. I just love the in-world picture of a memory card. And then, Ape Escape 3, like by that point, Sony was even just like refusing to release them here themselves, right? They was like, ugh, Ubisoft, you do it. Okay. Can you play Vita games on this? No. No support for the Vita. The Vita feels like it is destined to become the absolute forgotten. It's going to be the Vita, and it's going to be PlayStation VR 1 games are going to be the games that are just like super fucking lost to time, right? It's, you know, the back touch on the Vita will make that weird for some games, and PSVR 1 requires you to hook up the old camera and all that other stuff. So unless when PSVR 2 comes out, maybe they will have some sort of solution that is, you know, translates the tracking in a way that makes it work with PSVR 2. That would be very cool. But if not, it feels like those VR 1 games will just vanish. Frobisher Says is the only Vita game worth playing. A lot of people talking about Persona 4 Golden. Yeah. And what about that weird game with the evil book? I don't know. You know, Luftrausers was a great game, but that's available elsewhere. So let's try some streaming video games. I can't think of a better one. Finish playing? Come here and you can free up resources for other players. That's a weird thing to have to put in there. Like, hey, if you could, we do, because, you know, we save it out here for you. We finish playing? See, look, this optimizes your bandwidth and frees up space for other players. Like, geez. I mean, I get it. Like, right, you know, you want to reserve the instance for people in case they come back to it for a certain length of time. And eventually you'll shut it down and be like, yeah, you left for like an hour, dog. But like, to be like, hey, could you turn this, could you just shut this off when you're not using it? I got my TV on over here, and this monitor is displaying it as well, so I'm kind of looking back and forth to see what the stream quality is. This looks fine. Like, image quality wise. We'll see what it looks like kind of when it's in motion. Maybe that... I mean, that'll probably be something that'll be difficult for you to see since you're seeing it on a second generation stream. Latency here looks fine. Obviously, the game is the game, you know, but you know, latency on this menu movement seems totally acceptable.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, I'm playing. Oh, this is a video game. Maybe I'll have to try it with a game I'm a little bit more familiar with, because this feels terrible. But maybe that's just Bubsy, right? Like the startup on movement and latency just on the movement itself is absolutely terrible. But okay, so I can do like a jumping kind of lunge thing.
Multi-pounce! Ultra-pounce! Master-pounce! And then pounce!
This feels abysmal. This feels absolutely terrible. Everything about this is like.
Right one.
So is that all I have is jump and
No idea
I have
how I
glide.
did this, but I like it.
Shoulder buttons do anything here?
Certainly, your fur dresser.
Like the arc on your stupid lunge is such that like if an enemy's right in front of you, you jump over it. What am I doing with my life? See, that sucks. This is terrible. This game is terrible. Why would they? Well, I guess in that case, I would just jump on their head. I guess you just don't. You have to use the lunge. So, okay. All right. This game's fine. This game's great. No issues. The level design on this reminds me of just like some of the worst Amiga era platformers, which I guess, you know, original Bubsy was kind of one of those games in a way. I hate the way this feels. Again, that's not me damning the streaming technology, because I do think the image quality is fine. Like, I'm not really seeing a lot of you know, like macro blocking kind of, you know, these sort of junky compression artifacts and all that sort of stuff. Like image quality wise, I'm gonna say this looks pretty good.
Take that, you cotton goblin monster!
But I'm gonna guess that part of my problem here is that this game is bad.
My old enemy. Gravity. Double pounce. I just love the smell of wool in the morning.
Okay, so I don't have a double jump per se. I have to jump and then hit the glide button to get that extra. That's so weird. Whatever. Whatever. If you want to read criticisms of Bubsy the video game, people wrote those years ago. I need to redump my Bubsy 2 prototype just to make sure it's extra double safe. God forbid something should happen to such a precious artifact.
Take that, you cotton goblin monster!
Bubsy calling these guys cock goblins? What?
MC Bubster, the Pounce Master in the game, yeah.
Wasn't someone implying that this game was a some kind of money laundering scam?
One will is out, and a lot more to go.
I feel like I read something that was like at least somewhat researched, implying that like, oh yeah, no, this thing is. Oh no! So what options do we have here? Oh. So obviously because this is a PlayStation 4 game, you can just download it if you so choose. If you want to sully your hard drive with all these video games, you can do it. Okay, so we did that. And now we can, okay, so we can go right back into the game. Our instance is preserved. It's just a weird, that's a weird, so that, like, that's more weird UI stuff, you know? Because now in this streaming menu, I've got this closed game thing. That's not here on most normal games, right? I mean, sure, yes, I could just download it before I launched it, but, like, why? Why would I? I mean, we're here to test out how well the streaming works. I know how a PlayStation 4 games run on a PS5. That's not... Okay, Bubsy. Let's get out. Let's never... I guess, I mean, the streaming experience seemed fine, but I don't know for certain if the control latency was the game or not, so I guess I'm going to say 4. Okay, so... So we'll go to PlayStation Plus. Okay, how do I get to the list of games I can stream? I guess it's game catalog. No, well... So yeah, I guess I'm guessing that stream in this case means it's going to be the PS4 version of the game, because I can't imagine they have PS5 quality hardware on their racks, do they? Maybe they do. This will be a way to tell. Yeah. So no stream option here. On Demon's Souls Standard Edition, a game I already own, yet it is still giving me these weird PlayStation Plus logos and all this other stuff. Returnal is in fact... Oh, maybe I did uninstall it. I was going to say, I thought Returnal maybe was installed here. So this is not a great experience either, because this is a game that I own, and it should say, like, it should not have the plus logo next to it. It should be like, you own this, dog. You don't, it's included with the game catalog, but you already have it. So like, there's just a lot of context missing from some of this stuff that seems like it should be better. And then for whatever reason, we've got PS4 Wreckfest and then PS4 PS5 version of Wreckfest separately. Okay, there we go. So it maybe just took a little time for that to pop in. Now it knows which games I've purchased. Let's see if it says. Okay, there we go. Do we want to play game or game? Do you have a preference between game or game? And then wait, that doesn't... Oh, okay, so is that what's happening here? So game, because I own Control, are they all going to be like that? So this is the PlayStation Plus version, and then I can go here to the one that I own, which is also called Game. But these are both PS5 because over here is the PS4 version. And then we can go over here, and I don't own the PS4 version, apparently. But I do own Ultimate Edition, where I can choose to play Game or Game. This is really terrible. From just I've spent a lot of time staring at this stuff, and I have a relatively good memory of what I own and don't own and all this other stuff, so I can kind of like think through it and figure out what they're trying to convey by the plus or no plus. But like, what is the average consumer supposed to do? I mean, I guess they just hit download and whatever happens, happens, right? If as long as they're not spending more money. But that's awful. This is a really awful experience. And I think the PlayStation 5 UI has been. Oh, am I now like have to back breadcrumb out of like 9 different versions of this menu? It's terrible. Especially because it took time for that to pop in. Like, it took time for it to apply like the filter of like, what games do you own over the top of this? Well, why is that? Because I own Miles Morales. Oh, well, now all the purchased... Okay, some of the purchased is here. What does it say for Red Dead? Download or follow. Okay, so that's... Maybe it's some cases where, like, the way they handled the SKUs on the back end is weird. So I don't own Director's Cut, but I do own regular Death Strand. Oh, Jesus. Okay, and that's probably $10 because I own... There's the one I own. It's not a great experience, these menus. And hey, there are people who work at this company who know that it's terrible. They're perhaps just not in the department that fixes it. But I don't know. There's just a lot of... I feel like there's been a lot of funky stuff like that in and around the PlayStation 5 UI that has made that funky. And Control is maybe a weirder situation because didn't they not give free upgrades to people that bought Control on PS4? So there's like weird... There's a bunch of weird different licenses on the back end. Like, so maybe Control is a unique case of fucked up. So okay, apparently I own Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. All right, let's find another game to stream. And so it's one that we feel pretty good about the latency in. What's something I... See, and then you got like the different store pages for these different bundles and stuff, but they're all listed right here, and that's just funky. And so I've got the PS5 version installed. Okay, maybe I'll try that Darkstalkers collection. So it's this is the PS4 version of the game. Wait, I guess so. Yes. It should just do this. The thing I'll say about the Xbox stuff is they just combine all that shit in a way that works most of the time. Like if you're trying to do weird stuff where you're trying to download your save and keep an old save around to save scum or do something like that, like the Xbox makes that much more difficult or potentially harder. And I'm sure that there's led to situations where people have overwritten a thing that they didn't mean to. But now having yet another place for game storage to live, this looks a little grimy. Image quality wise, like the text and stuff like that. This looks more like a stream. So I've played some Mortal Kombat 11 on stream before, and by that I mean on Stadia. Let's just do local 1v1 against the CPU. Oh, and I don't... Right. So these streaming games don't have the fucking DLC either. But don't I... Okay, I'm going to cut away in case this shows like credit card information real quick. But I'm going to I'm going to attempt to purchase Spawn and see what comes up. Okay. So I own all these characters. I guess maybe I never bought Kombat Pack 2 for the PlayStation 4 version. Let's purchase the Word? So that when I tried to... So let's go up to, I guess, Kombat Pack 2, which it says I don't own. And again, sorry, I'm gonna err on the... Nope. Can't purchase a damn thing. So... I wonder if this means if I were to go... No, because it says... Well... It says 0 because it knows that I bought whatever version of the game is supposed to give me these characters for free, right? So... you know, I own the Kombat Pack, but, like, I can't activate these licenses while I'm streaming, which is what it would need to do. But if I went into the store... So if I quit and went into the store locally, that would try to just download it locally. That wouldn't necessarily activate it. So so when they said you would not get DLC with your streaming games, I assumed that meant we are not selling the DLC, or I'm sorry, we are not including the DLC with the stream version of the games. I thought the implication there was that you would be able to buy it separately and have it not... This stinks, man. This...
Scorpion.
I guess it's got my variants, at least.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, man.
Retrocade.
I mean... If those games are going to be there... Yeah, we're Gaikai-ing it up pretty hard over here.
How many times must you lose, Sub-Zero?
More often.
It's funky. It shouldn't...
Against me.
Round 1. Fight.
Wouldn't they want me to potentially buy DLC for... It's been a long time since I've played this. I'm gonna say the image quality. I mean, well, it's so this is the PS4 version of the game, and I've mostly been playing it on. Actually, I have not played much of it lately, but oops. What do I hang on. Oh, let's do down, forward, back, triangle, I guess. Oh, there we go. Just seems like there's a business opportunity there to be like, oh, well, buy the DLC for,
Scorpion wins.
this game, and then maybe you would want to buy the full game if it ever leaves the service. I think, it's a thing the Game Pass does pretty well. When games leave that service, they're like, oh, hey, you can get a discount on the game buying it, and all that sort of stuff, and hey, maybe you bought some DLC along the way, and that stuff works. Some people, well, I guess, some people are playing the Halo campaign on Game Pass, right? And that's technically DLC. Was Game Pass not a mess at launch? Was it a mess? I mean, there's definitely people that have issues with, especially on the PC. I'm just trying to think if it was. It feels like when that stuff rolled out on Xbox, it was not funky like this. I don't know this, but latency wise, this being a streaming version of the game, acceptable. Like very playable. I was able to fucking bang out my garbage combos against an AI, and that just worked. And yeah, how's the compression on darker stages? Yeah, what's the darkest stage? What stage should I pick? I don't know off the top of my head which one's gonna be the darkest one. Try online? Yeah, I mean, I'd lose no matter what there. Well, let's try to look at a stage, a darker stage first, and see how the image quality stuff looks. Let's just do that on the is Shinnok's Bone Temple dark? The ship stage is pretty dark. Ship stage. Ship.
Charon ship.
They should make another Mortal Kombat. I know that's a bold take, but why are if you're not here for bold takes, what are you doing, right? I think they should make a Mortal Kombat 12 or, some kind of additional Mortal Kombat game, personally. Have I talked to Ed Boon about the new one? No, I have not. Kind of don't, it's the sort of thing where sometimes there are people and you could ask them questions and find out stuff and stuff like that, but like it's if I knew that, it wouldn't be something I could then go on to say publicly, and that puts me in a weird position. And so sometimes it's better not to know. But but the Mortal Kombat situation is weird because normally they would have announced a game by now, right? This image quality looks okay. I mean, I feel like you may be losing a little bit of detail in the background, but Walk forward, burn him. Because normally they would do an Injustice game, right? But I feel like the parent company, the stuff that Warner's been going through with Discovery Discovery, right? Like the impression I've gotten is that there has been a lot of question at a higher level, asking questions like, should we be in the video game business and all that other stuff, and Warner Brothers not really knowing what the heck they want to do with the game divisions. Probably leads to a situation where you're like, yeah, let's do the next Injustice. And then you're like, oh, wait, we may not have the rights to do DC characters if they sell us off. And then also this other Multiverses is coming out and using some of that stuff as well. So is that weird? And so I think the kind of hemming and hawing that there's been going on around there probably had some impact on what NetherRealm would do next. Right, yes, the leaks seem to definitely imply that Multiverses will have Scorpion in it, which is fun. So yeah, I guess, like, and then push R2 for the store. Yeah, this I can't do this. This is really weird to me. I know they kind of, the way they messaged it was not clear to me. That this would be the case, that like even stuff I already own I can't bring in. I think that's really nuts. That's really nuts. Anyway, so my guess is that, you know, while it would have been time for them to do Injustice or something like that, that probably led to them wanting to just dive right into another Mortal Kombat. And so seems like by the time they get around to finally announcing what's next, who's next, if you will, we'll be back to MK again, which a Mortal Kombat designed from the ground up for next consoles, I think could be fun and neat. As if there isn't enough gruesome, awful murder in these games now. Give them access to another level of technology. Who knows? Maybe they'll bump it up. This is an Unreal game, isn't it? So, hey. Can I play online against DLC characters? So I'm going to say yes. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say absolutely, because if this game is patched up to the current version, it has all the data for those characters, because it would have to, because when you're playing locally, you can play against characters that you do not own. So I'm going to just say yes without knowing for sure. Let's try online real quick. Oh yeah, I got Noob Saibot's sick two-way Bali Hey gear. Season 32. The season of lawlessness. Crossplay beta on. Uh-oh. Am I hardwired? I am hardwired, baby. The hardest of wires. End to end. End-to-end Cat 6 or Cat 5e. I forget. At one point I said fuck it, ripped out all my cables, bought new cables, rewired everything, because you get to a point where like I'm not sure if how old this cable is, and all this other stuff. So and so I got everything out, and I like that this just shows as, yeah, you're on a wired connection.
Scorpion Night Wolf, Night Wolf.
I don't care.
Lost Hive of the Kaitin.
Blending Injustice and Mortal Kombat is not a terrible idea, but it just seems like with the Injustice stuff, they were so worried about, you know, having straight up murder in there. Yeah, okay. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, granted, I'm not like some amazing player of this game, and I have not played it in some time. But I feel like I should be getting another couple of fists out there a little bit, but maybe not. Oh, ow. That's what I get. Right. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like he is standing in my face and pushing buttons and beating the shit out of me. Oh, bop. Yeah, again, image quality seems okay. The feel of it, I think when you double stack the latency of an online match with the latency of the stream, it probably becomes a little bit more. Oh, you're just like done, huh? All right, fine, fair enough. It started like the movement and stuff started to feel slightly noticeable there. Like it's not unplayable, but you know, I probably would have. I guess my point is I probably would have lost that match anyway. So I'm not gonna say like, oh, the damn lag beating him, but yeah, it definitely started to feel noticeable. I'll say on both these screens here, the items that are not selected, conquer, customize, and learn, are a little harder to read than perhaps they would be normally. They look very dim. They look extra dark. You're having better ping on xCloud than local. I mean, yeah, like it can work out that way, right? Like if you're wired up to some massive data center, then you get a really good connection to the other player, and maybe that ends up being better if your normal online connection is grimy. But you know, that's gonna be. I dashed 40 times. We get coins. All right. So that's another retro game. Maybe we should check out a PlayStation 3 game. So that's where we go. Classic games. Oh no, that's PSP. Okay. I guess cloud streaming? View games? Where have they... I feel like I had a list earlier that was just like, here's all the PlayStation 3 stuff. Classics catalog. View games. PS3. There we go. You know, Darkstalkers seems like it would be a good one to just do one more kind of latency sort of thing. Oh, so similar type deal where start and select have been moved to the... Add your trophies to your PlayStation Network trophy collection by using the PS3 menu. Does that mean... Wait. So like a PS3, I have to go manually sync... I have to go manually sync my trophies? Really? Really? Your fake PlayStation 3? You didn't build the... what are they doing? What are they doing? What have they done? Oh no. What? You gotta manually sync your trophies? The classic PlayStation 3 experience has been faithfully duplicated. And so when I hit start on... Okay, so I get nothing here. Okay, so... Okay, there it is. You're now connected to a remote PS3. Well, I better download all my trophies so I can look at them on this PS3, right? Better sync it up. I feel like from a user experience perspective, like the menus and why am I doing this? What's wrong with me? And then I guess this is, yeah, geez. So this is going to be limited, right? Because the PlayStation 3 never got beyond 100 friends, or did they patch that to work? I don't know. Is there no way I can't just circle out of this? I literally have to go back here and hit this. You are now connected to a remote PS3. It just, you know, it just feels like a situation where more work could have been done, I guess. Like, I don't, you know... I don't know, it just seems... This kind of looks weird. Yeah, this seems fine. I mean, again, playing online might not be super fun, but like this... There we go. Darkstalkers. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just pushing buttons. So. But yeah, I don't know. This seems. You could do this. Can you do? I assume you can, but I don't have the hardware to know. Local multiplayer over a stream. Like, can I, if I had two controllers hooked up, could I just play this with someone? Right? That's the question. It's weird that you have to hit select to move to the next game, and it has a load associated with it, and instead of hitting select and having... Oh, I guess you're only toggling between Darkstalkers 3 and Night Warriors, huh? Is that all that's... Is that really all that's in here? What a weird... It's a weird pack. Oh, I didn't sing my trophies. Oh, no. Oh, and then now it's gonna clutter up my recent games list with this stuff. So I don't know. I guess if anyone has anything else that they quickly want to see on the kind of the streaming tip or something like that, like I'm down to check some other stuff out, or maybe we just kind of move on to some other stuff. I don't know. It's a decent list. A racing game. A racing game. The best racing game. Transfer your save data. Learn how, like learn how on this website. Like, no, just do it. No, instead, just do it. How about that? I am now connected to a remote PS4. Save data in online storage. Copy to game streaming storage. Did I decide to pick up a new laptop? No. No, I have not picked up a laptop. I don't think that I will need one. I was considering getting one of the new MacBook Airs, but they're pricey, and I just don't, you know, the video editing, like, that I was doing, like, I captured all that Street Fighter 6 footage with this Elgato that doesn't need a laptop. So, you know, yeah, maybe it'd be useful if I start getting out there a lot more and stuff, then I'll reconsider. But I think right now, most of my video editing needs are things I can do with FFmpeg on the command line. So are you fucking shitting me? So you're going to show me every single thing that I've got in storage and make me, including unknown games. Select multiple applications. Instead of just automatically copying everything over and having it all kind of, I guess the way they built it, that probably is more, that is probably harder than it needs to. There's no sorting. Oh, wait, there's no sorting option. There's no sorting option. There's no real data, and some games just show up as unknown. This is another tremendous experience. Hey, we found it. We lucked out. And then I'll have to copy it back probably because it probably doesn't auto sync, right? Do I have to manually copy it back? I probably have to manually copy it back, don't I? Unless it knows to just auto sync save data as you're closing the stream. But of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't know that. This could all be better. This could all be better. Like the part where you're playing video games, I'll say works better than I thought it would with the streaming stuff. Like it seems significantly better than what I remember of PlayStation Now, which I had not tried in quite some time. So good on them for that. That's cool. But this experience has a very long way to go. It just feels like there's going to be stuff that like normal people, like the thing I always have to think about when it comes to this stuff is like looking through the lens of like, I probably play significantly more games on these platforms, or I have a lot more games in my library than the average player does, though Game Pass maybe changes some of that, and maybe now this will as well. But like, you just think about like the average person like going through this process and having to decipher what is actually being asked of them on this stuff in terms of like, oh, okay, no, I need to find my save and copy it over to the streaming thing. Like that's like even finding that menu, right? Even finding this menu is not something that would be super easy for some players, right? That's a consideration. So it just across the board, I'm really surprised. Shouldn't be, but I guess I am. You'd rather deal with the Mister's UI than this mess. I feel like the Mister UI is very straightforward. It is straightforward to a fault in some ways, but you see what you get, right? Yeah, Duke in the Discord saying it should just be seamless, just take the data you already have. Like, agreed. There's a certain element of like, this should just work. That I think is kind of the... Oh, no. Oh, no. The thing we didn't do. It's the thing we didn't do until right now is play a game that had analog controls. This is gonna say not responsive in the way I want it to be. Yeah, the steering does not feel good. The steering feels bad. And, you know, I feel like we're starting to see some image quality stuff on the track and stuff. You know, it's a pretty fast-moving game, so you're seeing some of the fidelity drop on a lot of the elements on the side, like the fence on the side of the track, that sort of stuff. So here we're supposed to glide around. Oh, boo. Yeah, starting to see a little bit more of the compression at hand here. Someone asking, when am I going to start my own podcast? 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, a week and change. There are 2 episodes. Go onto your podcast apps and look for the Jeff Gerstmann Show. It's a podcast about video games. You can find it and check it out. And if you want an ad-free version, that's on Patreon. You go to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann to find out more about that offering, if that's your thing. And that'll get you on the Discord and all this other stuff. And sorry for just playing this track over and over again. I'm just like trying to dial it in, and I just this is a bad way to play this game. You know what? Let's ultimate test here. I think we're actually equipped to do this the right way. Oh, that was even an option right there. Play installed version. That's funny. Let's just make sure we're playing the right version. Okay, so yeah, so that panel, you don't get anything resembling that panel when you're playing locally. I wasn't sure if they added if that was some weird... So I assume if I were to ever try to play this game in the cloud again, I would need to go copy my save data over again, because it's probably not like I would get on a different instance in a different rack on a different server, and so they probably wipe all that data every time, right? So I have to like manually. Okay, solo campaign, track 1. Let's just see. I'm gonna say already image significantly crisper. But let's just see if the steering is any better here, or if I'm just fucking bad at this game now. Oh, it's certainly possible. Yeah, fucking... Yeah, subtle movements, all that other stuff. I mean, I still didn't beat the gold time because I'm way off my game, but or I guess I did beat the gold time, but I did not beat my best time. Is that what it is? Is the delay too much for a rhythm game? I'm gonna say yes. A 7-second improvement. Yeah. This is Trackmania Turbo, the console game. This is not the most recent Trackmania. That's PC only. This is the one that came out on consoles. So yeah, I think perhaps that comparison says everything you need to know about the quality of streaming services in a general sense. You know, there are going to be some games where it's fine and some games where it's not. You know? But yeah, that played like trash on the stream compared to playing it locally. And yeah, you start to see the sharpness of the image quality and all the other stuff. That's definitely different as well. I think, you know, I think that's known, right? I think going into it, you kind of expect that sort of stuff to be the case. That certain games are going to be okay and certain games are going to be a diminished experience. And I think that's the interesting thing about, you know, the Microsoft approach and the way they keep talking about like, oh, we're integrating this into Samsung TVs and we're going to come out with our own streaming device and all this other stuff. Like, at the end of the day, their whole dream of like, we've got to get 1 billion people playing video games, or, you know, whatever the most recent version of that stuff is, you know, you're starting to the players that they're going to use to get there, the players that will come in and be their stream only players are going to be players that kind of don't know any better at the end of the day. And so it kind of becomes another subset of the, like, oh, people on a PlayStation 4 might not know that it runs better on a PS4 Pro, and it's good enough for them. They don't really care. They don't really notice. Or hey, did you know you can run this game in 4K if you had a PC? If you went and bought a big PC, you could run this game way better. There's plenty of players that are just like, you know, whatever. This is good enough for me. And so it's another kind of step down from that stuff that makes it way more accessible. And that's awesome, right? Like, at the end of the day, things that get more people playing games is only a good thing. But for people like us, which, you know, I don't want to make some weird like us versus them sort of situation here, but like, you know, odds are if you're watching this stream on Twitch, or if you're on this Discord over here, and you know who the fuck I am, of all people, you probably care enough about video games to notice the difference and care. And that's going to be that's going to be the thing, right? Is you'll have additional lines drawn around people who play only on streams, people who play only on phones. Like the average consumer is probably not going to be phased but also they will just wonder why. How come man, this driving game sure is hard. Oh man, I sure do lose in this fighting. I tried playing online in this fighting game. I got my ass kicked over and over again, but I'm not very good. I guess that's how it goes. Like, are those players going to have experiences that push them away because of that diminished experience? The answer is maybe, I guess, right? The answer is maybe. Is it worth is it worth the extra money? To me it is. To me buying all this crazy shit is very much worth it, the ability to play this stuff locally, having the consoles, but also like in some ways I kind of sandbagged the consoles because I also went and bought a 3090 last year, and in a new CPU and stuff like that. So I upgraded based on like, hey, I like playing video games at ridiculous fidelity, and I think that that's fucking cool. And to me, that's worth it. But obviously, everyone's making their own calls around that stuff, and this shit's expensive. Like the is stupid expensive. But to build a PC that I think, runs, well, we'll see. I was about to say to build a PC that runs games about as well as the consoles do. That was a statement from last generation where you were like, oh, it's super cheap to do that. I guess now, not as cheap, maybe, but still, you could do it. I don't know. I guess it's good to have options because different levels of players. It's why, at the end of the day, like having phone versions of games and cross-platform and all this other stuff is good too, because, for developers and publishers and all that other stuff, they want to reach the biggest audiences possible. And I think the thing they're learning is that they can't necessarily leave anyone behind. They can't go ahead and just say like, oh, well, if we make a game for the people that only play on phones or the people that only play on streams, that's enough. Like, no, they know they need to put in the work to make a good PC version. They know they need to put in the work to make it run well on consoles. Sometimes the business plans are different in terms of monetization. Diablo Immortal is maybe a good, there's a whole class of players out there that for Diablo Immortal is nothing new to them because every game they play is like that. Right? So Diablo Immortal only gets shunned because it's a Diablo game. And so you've got decades of Diablo fans that are like, I played Diablo 1 and I make my wife call me Deckard when we have sex, and damn it, Diablo Immortal is pissing on my grave and I'm not even dead. And, it's what happens when you take a long beloved franchise and do all that, when it becomes like stay a while and acquire the battle pass, that's going to rub players the wrong way. Understandably. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad, like, Diablo Immortal, from playing it, it's like, oh, this is totally playable. Like you could do worse than Diablo Immortal in terms of an action RPG. The everything else around it is really just like, ugh. You're saying, oh, yeah, so Rusty Ventura over here saying Immortal really killed my hype and interest in Diablo 4. For me, it's the exact opposite. For me, it was like in some ways absolutely perfect for that game to come out, because it's just like, oh, okay, cool. I don't think I want to engage with this stuff, and I can't wait for Diablo 4 to come out. And then the Diablo 4 team had to, or social team, or, whoever, assuming it's slightly different people, I don't know, had to come out and be like, whoa. Diablo 4 is not going to be like the phone game. Is funny, but understandable. But both can exist. And like I said, I'm sure there's some players out there that are happy to be able to play a game that is the like quality and depth of Diablo Immortal for free. So, there's always going to be different weird ways to look at that stuff. And it ain't like the 90s anymore, I'll say, right? Because it's the days when the player base for video games, it's not as homogenous as it used to be. A lot more people are playing games from a lot of different economic situations and backgrounds, and from so many different places in the world. You know, I go back to, and sorry, it is heating up in here, so I'm going to turn on the air conditioning because damn it, I paid for it, and I'm going to use it now because apparently it's more efficient, and my AC bill, the bill every month was a nightmare as well, and so hopefully that'll all work better. The 16-bit days. The types of people playing games, and by that I mean mostly young dudes, which is probably still that if you break it down, but there are a lot more people playing games. I would play anything because there weren't that many games coming out, and so I was playing RPGs, I was playing strategy games, I was playing fucking Madden, I was playing everything that was coming out. And that's just not how gaming is anymore. And then on top of that, you have players that have come from different backgrounds and have different histories with games, to where maybe they started playing 3 years ago. And you talk to them about Crusader of Senti. No, you talk to them about Run Arc. You talk to them about Ernest Evans. And they're like, what the fuck is an Ernest Evans? And I'm like, that's perfectly, you shouldn't know what Ernest Evans is. It's fine. It's creepy looking. It's creepy looking. It's a weird looking video game. Anyway, I don't know. That's probably enough for the streaming, the PlayStation Plus portion of the program. I'm going to turn this PlayStation off. And I'm going to swap my input on this monitor back over. This worked out really well. Just going to brag here and say, like, man, this streaming setup I've been slowly, haphazardly cobbling together over the last couple of years. When it all works, it's pretty fucking cool. All right, let me go back over here, and I need to unroute the console audio, and I need to turn my headphones back up because I'm going to play personal computer video games. Wow. What have I been playing lately? It's so that's a great question. I have been fiddling around with some stuff lately that we're going to maybe play a little bit more of here for, I don't know, we'll hang out another hour or so. How's everybody doing? Middle of the day. I'm trying to it's hard to figure out, like, what time of day should you stream? And all that sort of stuff. I want to do more evening streams. I'm not really set up to do it right now because around 7:30 p.m. the boy comes down here and sleeps in his bassinet. And so it's hard for me sometimes to get online. And do my thing. But, you know, these streams get archived, so all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. The kind of this kind of early morning to early afternoon lane is something that sort of works reasonably well for my schedule with my wife and the kids and all that sort of stuff. How hard is it to read 2 chats? It's once I upgraded to 3 monitors, it became a lot easier. Over here in the Discord, Call Me Avis is recommending Authy for 2-factor. I'm gonna say yes. Authy's pretty good for that sort of stuff. Let's see. Why don't we? Someone was asking earlier if I got an early copy of Shredder's Revenge. I did not. So it's, you know, like we've been, and by we I mean me, the royal we. I've been chewing through this stuff for the last week or so, and have not had time to. So going to that thing last weekend, the Keeley thing was great because I was able to like talk to like some folks in PR at Capcom and some other companies and just like catch up and be like, yeah, so this is what the fuck I'm doing now. And they were like, yeah, crazy, huh? And I was like, dude, you don't even know the fucking half. And that was fun. But I have to send some emails out and be like, here's how to reach me now, because I need to set up a business email address that gets posted on the YouTube channel and stuff like that, you know, like business@guard.bike or something. I don't know. Business. So yes, so I've got a lot to do. I'll just, let's look at the list. Let's look at the to-do list here of, let's see, guest list, Adam Boys, check that one off. John Warren, gotta talk to John. I have to email John. Let's see, okay, to do. Twitch emotes. We have 2 of them now. Rainbow, is it Rainbow Fishing? I need to. You can attribute emotes now on Twitch, and I need to do that. Also, Discord server emotes. We don't have enough of them. I need to figure out what people can spend channel points on. I need to fix the info panels on the Twitch page to have more stuff on them. A Discord bot for Twitch notifications, new stream layouts. I need to write to the person that I have that I talk to about financial stuff and ask a question like, should I sign up for an LLC or no? What's better for me tax wise? I've gotten advice different ways on that sort of stuff. I need to record the first edition of the Jeff Gerstmann Hall of Fame, which is due to be out by the end of June. That's something you can get early access to on Patreon when that is ready to go. I need to configure an emergency XSplit install in case OBS fucking blows up. I need to get a mailbox somewhere. Some people have asked about sending some stuff in, all that sort of stuff. And then I need to email people that work around the video game industry and say, here's where I am over here. Hi. And so that's why, people were asking, did you get Shredder's Revenge early? No, because no one has my email address yet. And I have not had time to reach out to anyone and say, hey, can you send me this? But that is out, I guess, tomorrow, right? I do really want to check it out. I really want to check it out. It looks pretty cool. Like I feel like I'm normally not like hyped about that style of beat 'em up because the genre is kind of it seems like it'd make a good Game Pass game. Seems like a great Game Pass game because it's the sort of stuff that sometimes those games are very expensive and you play through them and you're like, okay, I played this once and beat it and now I'm never going to touch it again. And sometimes they feel like a weird value. But that game looks awesome. I'm excited to play it. And then I won't get into the other, I have another list of things I want to explore long term. And so some of these are literally 2023 ideas. So anyway, I'm just scribbling stuff down as it comes to mind and trying to chew through it when I can. Give us one. It involves in-person interviews. I'll say that. And finding ways to do that. But that requires E3 to happen or something that resembles E3 to happen and all that sort of stuff. So we'll kind of see how all that stuff goes. Let's see here. There was some stuff out on Steam recently that I wanted to just play a little bit of. And so why don't we do that? Okay, this controller is turned on. I'm going to hit play on this video game. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to make the capture card go away. I'm going to disappear that. I'm going to disappear that. I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to hit this button. And I'm going to turn that video game down. Grab. I'm pushing the grab button on my Steam Deck, and there it is. It's 20 minutes till dawn. This is a game we talked about on the podcast this week. Oh, is it? Okay, so I know Steam Next Fest or whatever, the demo jam is out. Vicetron in Discord is saying that there's a Slayers X demo. I will check that out. That's the Hypnospace shooter. So you're asking the question, is this a Vampire Survivors like? And I'm going to say no, but yes. It's more of a Crimson Land like if you want to be serious about it. It's probably more in line with that. I have acquired some currency, so I could unlock some different characters or guns. I heard the shotgun was good. So let's try it. Standard mode, 10-minute survival, faster XP gain. I guess we'll try this. I mean, faster XP gain seems like a good thing, right? So I'm shooting. So what's different from this and Vampire Survivors is that I am moving a cursor on screen and shooting. But you look at where the time is located. You look at the XP bar across the top. Like, to me, and I don't know how long this game's been in development, so it's, you know, there's certainly a situation where it's just like, oh, that's not necessarily what they are doing, but like it sure has a look about it that you're like, okay, this is a post-Vampire Survivors game. Okay, so what do we got? We can lower the spread but increase speed. Interesting, but not really what the shotgun. Okay, faster move speed seems good. Pickup range, max HP, okay, faster reload is going to be key with a shotgun, I think. So we're going to want to be able to shoot more often. Our ghost friend will shoot bullets that hit for 22 damage. I like a ghost friend. Or, every 2 shots, lightning strikes for 22. I'm going to go with ghost friend because the piercing bullets for 22 seems like it would do more. Is there an active reload? No. Maybe that's something that, you know, there'll be like a weapon that has it. Or a perk. Maybe there's a perk that adds an active reload because there is a manual reload button. Those guys explode. You know, video games. Move speed is starting to sound a little bit better. Faster reload rate. Increase bullet damage by 30% for 1 second after reloading. I'm shooting pretty regularly with the shotgun, so that seems like something I would benefit from on a pretty regular basis. Bullet damage and knockback seems like it's going to be good. More summon damage. Summon attack speed. This might be good. Have I tried Vampire Survivors? Yes, I have. It's a fantastic video game. What a cool idea. The idea of just like building your loadout and having it all auto fire on cooldowns and how just powerful you get by the end of a run. It's just so neat. What a neat game. Like, kudos to the person people. that came up with Vampire Survivors, because boy, it's awesome how much that game has blown up. And now it's on Game Pass. And yeah, crazy rise from a game by a person, and it's a very good game. I'm gonna increase my ghost friend's abilities. I guess I can just, yeah, I mean, it'll dump twice if I just slam that trigger, right? Duh. Is this some... what happens if I blow up the tree? The trees seem to take damage. Burn for 3 damage per second. That doesn't sound immediately great. Unless the fire spreads. Maybe that's a later perk. I didn't change the Twitch game name. I don't know if that's something that people in chat, I don't know if that's something that a moderator, I don't know if that's something, I don't know. Double shot projectiles. Okay, bullet damage minus 10%, no thanks. Power shot, that's what I'm going for. Okay. I guess maybe that wasn't the right move, because it, going from 10 to 12 on these shots, it's not like it's suddenly killing everyone in one shot, so it still takes 2 to kill. So in some ways, it doesn't matter. Oh, well, I guess, hey, if I put enough of them into one guy. Nice thing about the shotgun is it forces you to be very up close and personal, which means, you're collecting all the XP. Enemies explode into 3 bullets when killed. They deal 10% damage. Again, that doesn't always... 35% to freeze. That's interesting. Faster move speed and fire rate. There we go. Fire. Just straight up, give me some more fire rate. No, I don't need fire rate. I need reload speed. Doesn't matter if the bullets come together more quickly. I need... I think move speed's going to only be more important as time goes on. Oh, I thought that was going to kill. It didn't. I'm sure the enemies become more difficult to kill as time goes on, right? They're probably like gaining HP as time goes on, but oh, here's a boss enemy of some sort. Inflict burn on nearby enemies as you run. The effect occurs more often the faster you move. I'm pretty close to enemies with this shotgun, so that might be good. All enemies within my vision range take 5 damage every 2 seconds. Vengeful ghosts. More projectiles, more damage. That sounds good. Bullet size. Let's try blazing speed. Oh, that's really close, isn't it? I mean, I guess that's a good... Maybe that'll be a good last-ditch keep-away sort of thing. It doesn't have any knockback on it, but... it's something. Okay. So in a real Vampire Survivors-esque twist. When you kill the boss creature, they drop a treasure chest. Increase XP gain by 40%. Okay. Yeah, I want a cooler animation on my chests. Summon a magic dagger. Same damage as your bullets. 50% to inflict burn. Vision range. Take 5 damage every 2 seconds. 3 damage per second. That's 50% chance. I want to see how glare works. I want to know. Is it just like people I'm focused at, aiming at? Like... Yeah, looks like it. That's a very Crimson Land style of perk to have. Faster reload, max ammo plus 2. That, okay. Into it. Holy shield. Faster reload rate. This seems like the obvious choice. Double sized. Uh-oh. This is about as far as I got the last time I played. When the weird... This thing came in. I got fucked up. Okay. Vengeful Ghost. 2 more projectiles. %30 is a decent bonus, and I'm shooting a lot. But Vengeful Ghost. Assuming... So that's 3 projectiles that each hit for... whatever 22 plus 15% is. That seems like it's probably the right answer. Oh, shit. Ah! Whew, okay. Holy shield seems like it would be good to have right about now. Glare damage doubled, vision range increased. This burn damage starting to sound all right. And we're getting low on HP, so let's take the shield. Once every 2 minutes is actually that's shitty. It's a shitty recharge time. I gotta kill this okay, at least the weird... I backed away straight instead of backing away at an angle, and we're dead. You see it coming. You're like, no, this is not the right angle. This is the wrong way to move right now. 6 minutes out of 10. Oh, are people able to change names? Okay, good. I wasn't sure. Nightbot, I gotta figure out. I turned off some of Nightbot's more cop-like qualities about all caps and all emotes and stuff like that. So hopefully that's better for folks. So I earned a bunch of shit here. I could unlock. Starts with very high HP. That sounds okay. Bullet damage increases. I don't want a crossbow. Shotgun. Shotgun's pretty all right. Shotgun seems like a worth starting with. Grenade launcher. Bat gun. Shoots bats that chase down enemies. Bats are both bullets and summons. Interesting. Dual SMGs seem like they'd be pretty good. Oh, upgrades apply separately to each gun. Triggers on-shoot effects twice. Neat. Neat. Burning bullets. Right-click to quickly shoot all of your remaining ammo in random directions. That's a neat idea. Well, it seems like I should save up. Oh. There's stuff here, too. Increased bullet damage. Fire rate. Burn or freeze. Just at random. Who knows? Vision range and pickup range. Oh, vision range. So like the circle or whatever. Right. That makes sense. Knockback after reloading. Start game with shield and reduce regen time. That seems good. This stuff gets expensive, huh? Bullet damage. But also fire rate and reload rate. You know what I'm saying? One of each. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. I have been a fool. And I have squandered my runes. Well, whatever. That was one game's worth of runes anyway. It's not that much. Let's do one more. We'll stick with quick play. We'll stick with the shotgun. Yeah, one per tier. Yeah. Dragon egg in 3 minutes. Will I live 3 minutes? Let's try this dagger. Okay, that dagger's just going around doing stuff, huh? I guess that's kind of the... It's the downside of the shotgun is that all your things that do bullet damage are going to only do as much damage as one of your bullets. It's not like it does a full 40. Still, that's putting in work early. More damage, more knockback. Okay, and so the dagger takes on the increased bullet damage as well. That's good. Oh, I got really used to firing 4 times in that last run, and now I cannot. All right. Murdering. Summon damage. I assume the knife counts as a summon. Electro bug that calls down lightning to strike 2 nearby enemies. Strike 2 nearby enemies. Let's see if we can make that knife do more. We did. 40% seemed like a bigger number until now I'm seeing it on screen in the form of 18 instead of 12. I'm going like, Oh. Nya. Nya. Quick hands, more reloads. That's what we need. When lightning strikes, there's a 20% chance to automatically refill 3 of your ammo. Neat idea. But we want to reload more. More gun. We must have more gun. And by that I mean Neversoft's hit PlayStation 2 Xbox release. Gun. Not the PSP version. What was that? Gun Showdown? When they were in that weird era of just like, we're putting this, it's pretty much the same game, but we're putting another word on it. It's Tony Hawk's Underground 2 Remix. Let's see what Splinter looks like. I want to know. I don't know that any of those were necessarily game-changing perks for me, but let's oh, those bullets do not go very far at all, do they? I guess in the right types of clusters that... Is that really... Is it? But it's hitting for fucking 1. Yeah, that's not going to make it happen. All damage is good damage, but some damage is better than other damage. Let that knife hover around up there and keep hitting this boss. Okay, we got some needles to thread here. This is okay, got our drop. Let's try to collect it. Ghost friend! I'm going to go with... Well, let's look and see what else we got. Don't necessarily need the reload. Holy Shield has been... Again, that 2-minute start time is a little rough. Ghost friend. Hello, ghost friend. Okay, we need to get in there and get that, but there's a bunch of people there. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Fuck. I guess that's... Isn't that always the way? You get greedy to get in there and get your thing. You get hit on the way out. Health in this game feels a lot more harsh than in Vampire Survivor. I feel like there's a lot more opportunities to just have your hits not necessarily fuck you over, but... An electro bug. Let's... Okay. Now we're starting to do some work. Let's get over here and get all this old XP we didn't get earlier. There's that shield again. Summon attack speed up. Max H. Is this the right? Is this? Let's try it. It's not sexy, Not sexy like it should be, Jack. Oh, this fucking guy. Yep. Guess I was right to get that XP, or that HP, rather. It's already gone. Nope. Bad angles all around. Bullfighter. Gotta think like a matador over here. Nope. You. This could be going better. Okay. A magic scythe. As much damage as my bullets. Let's go with that freeze. That's starting to sound... No! You button hooked me. You button hooked me. Oh, that's right. The rerolls are free. Yeah. Okay. 20 minutes till dawn. I think that's a neat game. If you haven't played Crimson Land, you should. It's still good. How old is Crimson Land? Let's I'm gonna look at the let's look at the Steam page for Crimson Land. In fact, the developer of Crimson Land, 10 tons. Crimson Land has a date here of 2014, but that's for the re-release of Crimson Land that made it a little more console friendly and updated some stuff. But old ass Crimson Land is old ass. And it was great then too. It's still good. 10 tons also. If you like that style of game, that dual joystick shooter sort of thing, check out Tesla versus Lovecraft, which they did in what year is this? 2018. Man, even that's old now. And then I don't know that I've checked out Tesla Force, but Tesla Force is very similar to a Tesla versus Lovecraft. Some of the same, it seems like some of the same assets, maybe, but you know what? I might just download Tesla Force real quick and check it out, because I don't... Oh, it says here I have played 0.2 hours of it, so... We have looked at Tesla Force, but it's 243 megabytes, so let's give Tesla Force a look right now as I look at my email very briefly. You know, Crimson Land, yes, Crimson Land was your first digital game purchase in 2003. It says 3 spams. Yeah, that might be true for me as well. If it's not that, it's like Soldat. I paid for Soldat because I'm a Soldat believer. I believe that about Soldat. And probably one of those is going to be a Soldat stream. You know, Soldat 2 is in some kind of early access. I don't know if you know, but yeah, it is. Let's check out Tesla Force right here, right now. Okay, push this button and then come on in. Come on in. Boom, Tesla Force. Apparently I played all of one level of Tesla Force, closed the rifts, fixed the inhibitor. Let's try closing the rifts. Oh boy, this means okay, complete the level objective to complete the level. This means I have left to close. Okay. This means I have missed the first level, which will have any kind of tutorial stuff about how to use abilities. Oh, did I? Oh, okay. You start in the right. So you start in the suit. Oh, this is maybe not a great place to be. Crystal found. Die. Weird spiders. Weird spiders. So, you know, Crimson Land, as you played more and more of it, it just had a ton of fun upgrades and weapons, and this kind of follows in the footsteps of that a little bit, where you're just getting crazy shit, and now we're picking up these mech parts as well, I believe. What are we, spray paint cans? Okay, all kinds of stuff. Ah! Oh man, you really... I'm just getting backed into a corner here bad. Ion pistol might be cool. Well, I mean, I guess we're... Oh. I hit the wrong button. I meant to pick up the other. Every 10th of your bullets is a fire bullet. Weapon damage plus 20. Let's go fire bullets. Because if it's anything like the Crimson Land fire bullets, you're going to want that. Is this a follow-up to Tesla versus Lovecraft? Yes, it is. It came afterwards. And seems to kind of repurpose some of the concepts of that game in a somewhat different direction. Okay, more rifts to close. Okay, I keep the weapon that I had from before. Interesting. Rapid Tesla gun. Sure. Ah, Oh, that's not a good thing. That's more enemies spawning in. I feel like with the kind of heat of the action, there's that sort of... You know, you don't really necessarily look at the full screen. You're kind of focused on the immediate stuff, and as a result, the craggy outer edges of these levels is makes it a little less readable than I wish it was. Also, boy, these portals sure do back you into a corner, huh? Nova. Let's pick that up. Let's get out of this. Oh, I just... Oh, because that's... Okay, multiplayer is like a temporary power-up. I see. Explore Mausoleum. There's a nuke in here. Oh, God! That went bad fast. I mean, I'm still alive. I still have plenty of health here, but... Switch back to the Jacob stick if I want it. Let's get that crystal at least. And then get the heck out of here. Does this mean that I can have 2 sets of fire bullets? 3 energy cells. I'm not sure what energy cells are good for, but that seems good. I don't know if that's because you can right click for like a sort of a smart bomb sort of thing. Oh, is this? So is health a consistent? Oh, so this is run based, isn't it? Fix the inhibitor. Collect 8 things. Let's get these mech parts while we can too, and just see if we can keep it moving. Alright, yeah, took a little damage there. Oh, this is not good for me. This is a very tight area. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ah! That's just not doing that much damage at the end of the day. Okay, we got our mech parts. Let's do that. Wait, oh, how do I F for mech? So I did discover the spacebar is a dash of some kind. That's useful. Again, this is what happens for having a save that that was. We are back. That so I don't know how much you caught there. So I got it went so bananas over here that my mouse got outside of the screen and I clicked, and apparently that was enough for OBS to decide like we're done. So little finicky. Little finicky. I got a perk that lets the weapons also shoot backwards, so why don't we try one more level of this? Yes, this does seem useful. Maybe not actually all that useful. You know, certainly there are some times when you get swarmed. What does that do? Oh, 25 health. Sure, let's do that. And it's got a rippin' soundtrack. Oh, my stuff's down there. Alright, I need to be paying more attention about where to go and thinking less about OBS. That guy's just got a big stick. I mean, I can escape now, but I guess, like, what's the benefit to staying? I guess there are resources in the level and stuff still, so. So that makes sense. Alright. Workshop 20. Oh, okay. All right, let's go in this level and die. Because I just want to know for me if this is a run-based video game. I'm pretty sure that was the thing. Because Tesla versus Lovecraft was level-based. You know, you kind of went through it. And I'm wondering if that's the difference here. Now that I'm seeing this kind of like persistent health through levels and stuff like that. If it's a situation where it's run-based. I'm pretty sure that's going to end up being the case. I just don't remember because it's been a little bit. I should stop shooting people if the goal here is to die. We died. Okay. We've got some energy cells. The end. Got some XP. We've unlocked some things. Like the daisy chain gun. And the static cloud. Mm-hmm. Interdimensional rift, got it. Workshop, got it. Build this clock. Next dark ritual. Doom clock. Research of weapons, abilities, and perks. Cloning device. Play as Tesla. Shows level rewards. 10% more mech at the beginning of a level. More ability charge. More health. Plus 5 energy cells. Yeah, at the start of a run. Okay, there we go. I was trying to remember, like, because this is a lot like Tesla versus Lovecraft, but what was the difference? Like, yeah, there you go. It's run-based. Run-based Tesla versus Lovecraft. Upgrade a slot to unlock perks. I would like to know more about the perks. I wish I could know more about the perks before I spend the money. You can tech up weapons. What do we... So is this just for starting weapon? Thunderbolt explodes on impact. Static cloud ionizes the air. Nova blasts nearby enemies. Okay, so when I was finding those novas in the world, that was a play as Curie. Okay, okay. Well, perks seems like a good thing. Let's spend all of it on perks. Teleport cooldown, weapon damage plus 20. Monsters move slower. 15% to avoid damage sounds alright. Faster fire rate sounds alright. Okay, so occasional fire bullets, all that. I see. So this is the stuff we found. That's why this one's grayed out. Okay, so I can start with some perks. That's cool. We can just dump in here. What's up? Co-op. Okay. Sensible. Co-op, run-based. Here we have the 10 Tons logo. Right on. Anyway, that's Tesla Force. It's neat. I don't know. I think maybe I prefer the level-based nature of Tesla versus Lovecraft, which is still a good game. But honestly, if we're going that, and okay, so Tesla Force is November 2020. So yeah, the limits of the arena. Okay, right on. Yeah, I might go with Tesla versus Lovecraft first if you haven't played either of them. But also, Crimson Land is pretty good. And you know, hey, 20 minutes till daylight. I'm getting that name right. 20 minutes till dawn is pretty cool as well. None of them are quite like Vampire Survivors, obviously. If that's if you're interested in not shooting If you're interested in not clicking a button, might I recommend Vampire Survivors? You know what I mean? I'm gonna wrap it up here in a little bit. I don't know if anyone's got any questions before I go. Planning on hanging out Friday. I know we played some PlayStation games, but maybe Friday we'll play some proper old video games, whether that's on the Mister or otherwise, and hang out and do our thing. You've got a question? Am I good? Yeah, sure. I'm good. Who said? What'd you hear? What did you hear? Is there a way to send me a message? I'm going to set up a more public-facing email address pretty soon here because I have not done that. And there's just a lot of stuff coming in from a zillion different angles. And I need to kind of try to focus that in a direction so it's all kind of coming in one way. Because, what brand are these? These are old-ass Astros. This is just a set of Astros. There's nothing, or A40s, I guess. The mix amp ones with my blur tags on them, very custom. The hot video game, the latest video game, Blur. Everyone's talking about it. I got to get a headset sponsorship. I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I have a newer pair of Astros, but they're the more entry level, like the A10s or whatever. And I swapped them back and forth. And hey, the A40s are the more expensive headphones are better than the other ones. And those A10s seem like they are fine for entry level use. Thoughts on Jeff Hardy and AEW tonight? Have they said if he's going to even be on the show? I know he bailed out, but is he going to wrestle? He's not. Okay. That's suspended without pay. Good. That's the right answer. Oh man, yeah, we didn't get to Slayer's X. We didn't get to, I was maybe going to check out some Agent 64, but we had to play that hot new release Tesla Force. So yeah, okay. So Jurassic Express versus the Bucks. That's when that happened. I thought maybe that's what they would do, unless they were gonna, putting someone else with Matt Hardy to make that match happen just seems like weird. What did Jeff Hardy do? He got a DUI. And he was driving without a license. Sad, hey, Jeff Hardy was doing Jeff Hardy things, unfortunately. It's sad to say that that's happened often enough that you can kind of just put it that way. But yeah, check out Midnight Fight Express. Yes. Is there a demo for that on? Yeah, because I definitely want to check out. I'm going to type that in right now. Because if there's a Midnight Fight Express demo, yeah, I definitely want. Okay, there is. Cool. I need to look through the Next Fest demo list. And see what's there, because I have not had time to do that. But yeah, Midnight Fight Express is out in August. That's pretty cool too. That's not that far off. Yeah, no, the Jeff Hardy situation is unfortunate. That could have been a cool match, and hopefully it'll still be a cool match. But Ugh. Hopefully he. I don't know. What do you even say in that situation? You want to be like, well, hopefully he gets it together. And it's like, yeah, he's had a lot of opportunities, but you have to keep hoping, right? And he just gets his gets it together or retire. Yeah, retire. Is it time to? At some point, is being on the road the thing that leads to those situations? Is it the? I hope that he gets clean. I hope that he. Cleans up his act. I have had numerous people like that in my life over the years, and some made it out and some did not. Yeah, Well, that's a nice cheery thing to end on. AEW Dynamite is on tonight, everybody. Woo woo. Should be back on Friday to we'll hang out, we'll chill, we'll play some older games, as opposed to this one, which was dedicated to only the newest and latest video games. Anyway, have a great Wednesday. Head over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. I've been trying to post updates about when I'm streaming there, and trying to use the Twitch schedule feature when I remember it's there. And on the Discord, if you're part of the Patreon Nation, or whatever, then I've been using the schedule feature on the Discord server as well. So hang out. We'll be back. I mean, by hang out, I mean, hey, hang out on the Discord, all that other stuff. Hang out, go watch some old-timey computer channel. And yes, this will get archived on YouTube. Thanks for asking. There's a YouTube channel. If you're looking for the podcast, it should be on pretty much every podcast app by now. Hopefully, it's worked its way around. Google was the weird one outlier there for a little bit, but it seems like it should be everywhere. It's called The Jeff Gerstmann Show. It's on YouTube. It's on podcast apps. Everywhere you want to be, as long as where you want to be is one of those two places. Have a great Wednesday, and have a great Thursday, and I will fucking see you Friday. See you soon. Bye.